What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're hopping into a Jund Adventures deck. We're seeing, is Adventures still good without Lucky Clover? I'm here to tell you, yes it is. We had plenty of decks that played Lucky Clover, that played Adventure cards without Lucky Clover before. The Gruul aggros, some Jund decks, you know, there was Orzhov decks that would play Order of Midnight to bring it back, sort of in the aristocratic style, right? So there's been decks that play these cards here, there, and everywhere, and the Order of Midnight's more janky, I know, but leave me alone. Anyways, we're trying out Jund Adventures today. Can it still be super efficient? And yeah, this deck is really, really good, and one of the key ways it wins is just by having more efficiency than your opponent. You know, we all get to that point mid to late game where we're like, man, I'm out of gas. That's one thing this deck doesn't really do. It doesn't seem to ever run out of gas. You have the Edgewall Innkeepers to help you draw additional cards based off your adventure cards. You have Order of Midnight to bring cards back from your graveyard come that mid to late game when you really need something else to play. You have Kroxa, which can always be played back from your graveyard, as well as Polukranis, which can also escape from your graveyard, and it's great removal. Bonecrusher Giant, more great removal, plus a big old 4/3 body. Love Struck is just a nice body to defend while also, you know, 5/5 when you can swing in. Not to mention we have Beanstalk Giant, which comes down as a big body and allows you to ramp up and play all this other stuff, right? So as I mentioned, this deck wins through efficiency. You have everything that you can bring back from the graveyard or card draw with the Edgewall. It's all very nice. Outside of that, since we're in black mana, we also have really good removal. We have Bloodchief's Thirst, we have Eliminate, Heartless Act, pretty much everything you could imagine. And our Foul Mirror Knight has Death Touch, which is really, really handy against, well, everything minus a questing piece, I guess, right? Agadeem's Awakening is going to be key in those matches where you do need it, so make sure you know, if you have it, put it in the deck. Same thing with Shatterskull, if you have it, put it in the deck. And then last but not least, over here in the sideboard, we have more Bloodchief's Thirst. If your opponent's playing a lot of little creatures, you know, Dimir Rogues, Boros aggro, Orzhov aggro, there's a ton of stuff. This card works amazing. Duress, if you're going up against a control player, allows you to look into their hand, remove their board wipes, that kind of stuff. Chainweb Arachnir, it's a really good sideboard card. I can't stress that enough, and it's only uncommon, so honestly you should have this card, at least 2-3 copies of that card. Eliminate is really good for those Rakdos mid-range matchups, as it does deal with Kroxas at instant speed from your opponent, you know. Feed the Swarm, because every once in a while you run into some super heavy enchantment decks, and sometimes you just need a way to destroy something and not have some stipulation on it, right? Heartless Act has a stipulation, Eliminate has a stipulation. Feed the Swarm, you do lose your life, but doesn't really have a stipulation, right? It's really good against those counter decks, those Selesnya counter decks. Wilt, gonna help you destroy artifacts and enchantments such as Embercleave and the Great Hinge. And people have been playing Outlaw's Merriment recently. I don't know, maybe that situation as well. Elspeth's Nightmare is just a really good card that goes well up against those graveyard heavy decks, right? You can just exile their entire graveyard in one fell swoop. And same thing with Clouthius, allowing you to exile stuff, but this also helps in the aggro matchups, and it gains you life, it deals damage to your opponent, and it can essentially gain you mana as well if you have lands in your graveyard. So all that being said, that is going to do it for Jund Adventures, and I gotta say, it's a very nice deck. It's very efficient in how it plays out, and being able to, you know, have multiple lines of, do I want to play the adventure side or the creature side? Do I want to draw cards now or later or whatever? You know, we have access to the castles, we have the temples to help with Scry. So all in all, you get a ton of information from your deck with this deck, and you get a lot of answers to your opponent's decks, right? Anyways, without further ado, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, of course subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you're new here so you can get the new and spiciest decks ASAP, right? Anyways, anything else, check the description. We have a bump in Discord. It's kind of awesome. You should go check it out. And yeah, let's hop into the magic, because that's cool. Mihana? I don't know. I'm really bad with names, so if I'm ever playing against y'all in the arena and I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Ooh, yeah, you know, you can't keep those two fabled hands. That's a bad idea. We'll keep this one. I feel like this is what I need to keep. If we need Shatterskull to be a land, it can be a land. If we get lucky to draw more land, hallelujah. So that's the way that one works. Hey, looky there, more land, just off the bat. All right, so we will go ahead and play down the castle. So in the very least, we can have Bloodchiefs and Falmir available. Seasoned Hollowblade, that makes Bloodchiefs a little worse for wear, but it makes our Falmir pretty good. All right, so we're definitely just playing you down, I think. Right? I see we have the Croaks, and making them discard more does indirectly help us get rid of Season. Falmir makes them almost not even want to swing in with Season, right? Like, they have to remove that. So we have green here. I do want red mana down. And, yeah, we'll call it good. We will call it good. So let's see if they do swing with Season. If they do, I'm probably blocking. Not Bonecrusher. Not gonna happen. So is this? Y'all think this could be Mardu Winota? I'm a little fearful that it just might be. It just might be Mardu Winota. All right. So in this situation, I think we do Bloodchiefs to Fervent, get down Croxa, discard their hand, right? Or do we go Beanstalk? Then Bloodchiefs, don't worry about Croxa, just sort of build our mana. I definitely think there's some merit into building our mana. And if we're going to do it, I do think sooner rather than later is preferred. So, grab another Black Source so we can use Bloodchiefs here. Because we can't take 2 Fervents, right? And the thing with Fervents and things of this caliber, if you're going to remove it, in my opinion, it's better to do it sooner rather than later. Now, we could have grabbed red mana and set ourselves up for a Shatterskull on the following turn, but they still have so much of a hand that they would definitely protect the Seasoned Hollowblade. And then I sort of used my Shatterskull on some not so important targets. So I would have just paid more mana to destroy the Fervent, right? Whereas playing the Bloodchiefs, I exchange 1-1. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. We can use Order of Midnight, then play down our 1/1 Death Toucher. That's not terrible. We could also just use Croxa, make them discard, then play Order of Midnight. But we really need a board state here. They have a lot of damage staring us down. I think we gotta get a body on the board. Trust me, I want to get Croxa down as much as y'all do. It's in my bones, but got to protect the place that matters. Vivian, well, we do have the 5 mana. If I can get her down, I can create those beasts, and those are solid enough, I think, to be stickable. So let's get down to Falmir. Hope they don't have another Bonecrusher. If they do, you know, at least it's going to Falmir and not our face. I guess that's the best best way I can explain it. We definitely blocked the Bonecrusher. Yes, it's annoying. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Alright. That is GG, yeah? Or did I call it early? No, they're off by 1. Off by 1, but I know what I'm about to draw, right? It's the Croxa, or it's the Vivian. I don't have a way to deal with this. Yeah, that's GG. We don't have to reset it to him. We can go ahead and concede. Whew, that was rough. That was rough. Alright, so we don't know a whole lot about their deck. You know, that is one nice thing about playing the mill decks is you learn a lot of info about your opponent's deck. Alright, we know they have low cost creatures. We know they have Ember Cleave. Lothius will definitely help us. Bloodchiefs will help us. Do I want to be exiling their graveyard? It's Mardu, or is it just Boros and they just have the Triome as additional mana buffer? You know, it's hard to say. I can't afford to feed the Swarm, I'm fairly sure. Duress, they're mostly a creature deck. Elspeth's Nightmare. I mean, yeah, because that could help us get rid of the what's it called, right? Alright, so how are we removing things from our deck? I think Order is too slow, especially since it can't block. Scavenging Ooze is not that kind of deck, though the health is nice. Bonecrusher I think is alright. We almost don't want Beanstalk because it's too slow. Same thing with Vivian. We need a quicker pace game here, right? And then Edgewall is a little bit of a high priority target that doesn't really give us too much back. So, is there anything that I may have missed here? Scavenging Ooze will keep us healthy. I almost want to play it just for that, right? Like, just as a one-off. What am I getting rid of, though, for that one-off? Another copy of Vivian. Or an Edgewall copy. I think a copy of Edgewall. The chances that our Edgewall sticks is very low anyways, so I feel like getting rid of them isn't a terrible idea. Alright, of course we play first. Oh, all tap lands. That's a rough one, but we'll have Lovestruck, we'll have Falmir, we'll have the Beanstalk. I really enjoy it. As much as it is bad, I really enjoy it. Bad having all tap lands, I should specify. Eliminate's good for us here. Eliminate deals with, well, a lot of their creatures, so they may go Fervent here. They do indeed. What do I counter a Fervent with, given we're only going to have 1 mana? Yikes. Another Lovestruck. I think we keep the Lovestrucks. 3 mana is really good. I think we just get down to 1/1. We don't cast out the Falmir yet. If nothing else, we can chum block with the 1/1, and I think that may be prevalent given they are playing the Embercleave, right? We just need to stay alive until they run out of gas. I feel that is very true. Bloodchief's Thirst we'll keep. On our next turn, we'll be able to use Beanstalk Giant and then have 1 mana left over. We have a decision between keeping Eliminate up or playing another Lovestruck token plus a Falmir. I think keeping the Falmir Lovestruck is fine. Keeping that back is fine. I think we hold on to the Eliminate. Or the mana, rather, for the Eliminate. Yeah, I'm not feeling bad about it. Not feeling salty in the least bit. Alright, cool beans. So now we just Beanstalk Giant, grab black mana so we can use Bloodchiefs on the Fervent. Alright. We're still sitting pretty good. We have 2 creatures over here, 2 over here, and a Vivian. They're gonna hard cast a Bonecrusher. We'll do it then. You feeling spicy? Just do it. Vivian almost actually pretty bad given they have the Thundering Rebuke, right? So here I almost want to just put down Lovestruck and a Falmir. But also we still have enough health that like just leaving Falmir is pretty good. Tell you what, let's just get down to Vivian. We'll put down Reach. I don't know if they have any flyers, but oh yeah, we do. They have Phoenix of Ash, right. So we definitely don't want to get caught by a flyer. Oh my goodness. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Alright, so did we learn anything extra about their deck? Well, we learned that they have Phoenix of Ash. Was there anything I was neglecting? I mean, Chain Web, right? They're going to be going first this turn. Getting our Edgewalls down is going to be twice as hard. I almost want to take Edgewall out altogether and just put in our Chain Webs, right? Edgewall's not a bad card, but if it's never going to land or stick or whatever onto the battlefield, it's like, yeah, what are you doing? So we'll go with the Chain Webs. Chain Webs also help us block the Fervent, so it's good in that manner. They do a lot of good stuff, honestly. Chain Web is... There's so many of these low-key cards that are just doing work in standard. Bloodchiefs, right? Oh, Bloodchiefs is so beautiful. Which deck are you liking the best so far in the new meta? Honestly, Dimir Rogues. I know people aren't going to be happy to hear that, but it is... It's so good, one, and it's so fun for me to play. It feels like every time I play a match, it's a puzzle, you know? And I love that feeling in Magic. Game couldn't give us an untapped, so... This is where we are. I almost want to bottom this Bonecrusher just looking for land, like an untap. Please, game. But at the same time, Bonecrusher is good removal. It's hard to pass up a Bonecrusher. Another Fervent, my goodness. Well, when the The tables get rough. They get real bumpy, huh? Alright. So what we're going to do here, I believe... I can fly? No. We're going to enter this tap. We're just going to use Bloodchiefs to remove one of the fervents, because putting our spider down doesn't actually allow us to really block. Obviously, I don't want to just chum block into a fervent. That's one of the worst feelings in the world. Oh my goodness, our opponent kept a 1-land hand, and they've seen enough. Milla. Hopefully you don't mill me. Alright, so they get to go first. Holy lands, Batman. I mean, on the one hand, if they're playing slow, I can use Falmir to draw more lands. I also have plenty of temples to scry with. Honestly, it's not a terrible opener. Unless, of course, they're playing aggro. No. Not even joking with you right now, game. No. You take that shit out of here. Alright, Arc Priest is very, very strong. Oh man, they're off to the races. It's probably the mono white aggro deck. We should be afraid. Be very afraid. Alright. Nope, no more land. No more land. Falmir. Alright, they could definitely have a... what's it called? A giant here. Also, it's Boros, which means it could be Winota. They're not going to attack. Oh, I'm super happy about that. Alright, let's ramp. Let us ramp. So we have double black, we have double green. Let's get double red, just in case we hit a Shatter Skull. No attacks. Polar Kranis will be nice as it can fight. We need to get rid of that Luminarch sooner rather than later, not gonna lie. Let's see. Polar Kranis comes down, still won't be able to fight though. Still not attacking. Happy to see it. Outlaw's Merriment. That's horrific. Absolutely horrific. Oh, and Heartless Act. You got to get taken out of the deck. You've got to get taken out of the deck. Alright, so... we could go Beanstalk into Heartless. I don't know that that's worth it. We got to get a body on the board. Another body, I should say. And a big old 6/6 is definitely another body. And I think here we just scry, right? Alright, show me the money. Beanstalk. Beanstalk's actually not bad against them, because if we can get an army of Beanstalks, which we have 7 mana. Yeah. Beanstalks are big. You know, they do a lot of damage, so I'm told. Now, the most unfortunate part is this, right? The fact that they hit the human rogue that they needed, got rid of the Falmir Knight, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and a Legion Angel. Ooh. I'm liking it, but I'm also hating it. Alright, Arc Priest. One of those cards that should have been taken out long ago. Gonna deal a good 7 damage to us. Holy jeez, man. You're crazy. You're crazy. Alright, so we can Heartless Act the Legion. Gets rid of one problem. We could fight the Polar Kranis, but they're still going to get in for a decent amount of damage. But I think that is our best course of action, right? Heartless. You fight here. Of course, we could have Polar Kranis fight Luminarch and fight Arc Priest and leave the Legion. That deals 7 damage in the very least to us. What do y'all think? Is it better to double out on our Polar Kranis? I think so. Alright, so this can just come down here. Alright. Still need a way to deal with that that 4-3. Oh shit. Alright. It's looking like a GG. Ooh, this Boros deck. Boros party. Party hard, huh? So we can kill Legion Angel. We have 4 mana left after that. Yeah, that's a GG. GG Boros. Ooh. Spicy, spicy stuff. Alright, so the eliminates come in. Nope, not you, feed. Sorry. Clothis is pretty good. Do we want to exile their graveyard? I don't know that we need to. Bloodchief's Thirst is good. Our edge walls lowered in value. We don't need Scavenging Ooze. Polycranus is good. I think Beanstalk might be a little slow for us here. We need to get rid of the Heartless Axe. I mean, they're not terrible. Maybe we do need Feed the Swarm, actually. Chain Webs will be nice because they have the flying creature, right? They have a flying creature. Do I want an Elspeth's Nightmare? Or do I want to leave a copy of Heartless Act? So if we can get Heartless Act before them, you know, it's not terrible removal. Would I rather put a copy of Ooze back in, or Beanstalk? Ooze does give us life. Alright. Let's see it. Game numero dos. Gotta say, they came out pretty strong in that first game. Do we get to go first here? We do. That's a little scary because it means game 3, if we do win, they get to go first. Oh boy. Don't tell me not to keep it, okay? We have the potential here. We have the potential. I don't love the double Fabled. Alright, I'm going to level with you. But aside from that, this is a kick-ass hand. Aside from that. Alright, Milla. Show me the money. Show me the mulligan. No? Alright, well. One can hope. Alright, in this situation, when you have the Edgewall and the Lovestruck, generally you want to go ahead and cast the Lovestruck 1/1 first, because if they have removal and they're just super jumpy with it, right, they're going to remove your little 1/1 creature and be like, haha, now your Lovestruck can't attack. But in all reality, you have an edge wall and you wanted that edge wall to be protected, right? Right. Alright, Temple, another tap land, but, you know, I'm going to bottom that because I want to find an untapped land for next turn so we can for sure play the Lovestruck. If not, it is what it is, but you got to try, you know, you got to try. Hopefully our edge wall can live to see next turn, and then Lovestruck, of course, will draw us a card if we can hit that untapped land. So a lot of ifs and buts and candies and nuts, but... you know, I'm hoping to have a Merry Christmas. I gotta say, I love the concept of this battlefield probably the most. Not just the fact that we're playing on a giant crab, but the fact that the giant crab we're playing on is a magic card. By the way, bada boom, bada bing. It's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. You want the land, you just hope for it, and you hit it. Okay, they also played their giant killer down, which is a little curious, not gonna lie, but either which way, we're getting the Lovestruck down, we're getting another land out. They might have another giant killer in hand, right? That could be a little scary. If they just boom, Lovestruck, dead. But we can still use Eliminate, take out Archpriest on the next turn. And giant killer, while annoying, is not the end all be all, right? Alright, so we're going for the swing in with Lovestruck. We'll leave everything as is. Pretend like nothing is the matter. They're going to take the damage. What? Okay. Now we have two options here. We can eliminate our own Lovestruck Beast, prevent their giant killer from landing, which I don't think we should do, so we are going to let it resolve. We're going to be sad. Just a little, though. Just a little. Now, I could play down my Falmir. Does draw us a card, or I could save Falmir, lose 1 life, and draw a card again next turn. Draw 2 cards off the Falmir. I kind of like the idea of drawing 2 cards, so we're going to leave it as is. Opponent's up to 4 mana, and we were really hoping we wouldn't see that Outlaw's Merriment. I suppose we could have run Wilt just for that, but that feels a little rough, you know what I mean? So, Clothius. Well, we have their 1 card, and then we have some of ours over here. That's not terrible. I think I'm going to go for the card draw with the Falmir, though. So, draw a card. I do like that. Play you down. I do like that. Alrighty, we're going to go for the Temple of Milady. And Vivian. You know what? This is all just so much gas. It's almost laughable. So, they're going to kill Edgewall here. Not a big problem. It's alright. I don't know how they always hit the human rogue, you know? It's loaded. It's a loaded Outlaw's Merriment, I tell you. Every time it's a rogue. It's just sticking to what's in standard, you know? It's like, you know, there's rogues everywhere else. Why not rogues and Boros? Stonework Pack Beast, a card that I wish saw and got some more love. Alright, and then they're just going to play down the other giant killer. Swing in with the 1-2. Is that worth my Falmir Knight? I mean, part of me says, yeah, sure. You know, take it. Take it. The other part says no, because it's 1 point of damage, and I'm still healthy as hell. So we're going to go with the no. Although, if they hit another rogue next turn, I suppose yes is the answer. You know, I could realistically go back and forth all day. We're going to play down the Fabled, because I intend on playing my Clothius. And do I want to play Bonecrusher or use Bonecrusher? I suppose that's a great question. We could also go for the Vivian. Put a 3/3 down. I actually like the idea of Vivian. Then we can -2 if she does live. Get a little bit extra value out of her, right? Alright, so here we're going to +1. Let's give you reach. You never know when they're going to hit one of those things. We will activate here because I don't want to draw that land. So let's shuffle the deck up a little bit, shall we? We shall. More red mana. Yeah, cool, cool. Bloodchief's Thirst. That's a much better top deck card, in my opinion. They're going to tap the 3/3. And again, another fucking rogue. How? How? Johnny, how are you doing it? You tell me the secrets. Alright, so our Vivian, you know, she's just low on luck. She's just low on luck. That's alright. Vivian, we all have those days. It'll be okay. So they're going to swing everything at Vivian. You got to swing the... You know, I'm a little disappointed in you. I'm a little... Because that 1/1 is worth my Vivian staying alive, in my humble opinion. You know? Maybe not in yours. But in this guy's, in my eyes, hell yeah, you just let me create a 3/3 and just traded a 1/1 for a 3/3. So, Vigilance is nice. It allows us to swing in while keeping a creature back to defend as well. I think I do want to take out the Chandler for the 1 mana. That's just some value. You can't really beat. You can't beat it. Don't get me wrong, Giant Killer is annoying, but if we flood the board hard enough, right? You know, 4 mana tapping 2 of my creatures is not going to be enough. Let's get rid of the Stonework because that gives them 2 pieces of the party system, right? And that's too many, in my opinion. And Bonecrusher. Come on down. You're the one with reach. I don't know that I want to be swinging you in. Of course, I haven't seen a hasted flyer yet, so why not? Oh my goodness. Every single time. It's astonishing. Really, it's out of this world. It's uncanny. But we have a Love Struck on the top over there. We got a good old Clothius. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to kill one of those if given the option, because why not? Now they're just swinging with these little tiny bodies. I don't feel so bad anymore. You know what I mean? You feel bad. Why would you want to tap my red source? My only red source, and you want to tap it. Game, that's just not nice. Do this. We get you down. After Lovestruck comes Clothius. Now, are you tapping my Vigilance creature? I guess that's the question. Are you tapping the Reach? You're going to tap the Reach. That's peculiar. Because, see, then I can still swing in. You got to block. It just seemed like a better idea to block the Vigilance, and then I'd be more cautious. Right? But maybe they have a Hasted Flyer. But even still, a Hasted Flyer would have to be, like, bonkers good. Now, they are playing Banishing Light, which is a card you don't see very often, but it is one that deals with Clothius, so it might be time for Clothius to just hit the road, Jack. You know what? Opponent said the same thing. They said the same thing. They're probably going to be saving their mana. Yeah, for that. For that Taparino. That's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This is fine. We'll lose one extra life because I'm going to hold on to the Eliminate. But it is okay. A land... Well, now we're rolling in some money. All right, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to swing all in. That's right, folks. We're going to swing all in. Minus the 1/1. Okay. All right. All right. We can deal with this. Now, I could remove you. I actually kind of do want to remove you. You're a little too big for your own good there, buddy. A little too big for your own good. We'll swing it with these two. We'll still have the Vigilance creature held back. They're blocking 1. They're taking 3 to the face. We're slimming them down. Cutting the fat, if you will. Oh boy, that's terrible for us. Alright, so... Really? You see a Lovestruck. Oh, but they don't have the 1/1. I mean, I guess I understand. I guess. So are we blocking so we can block more? You know what I mean? I think so, because what does this say? Until your next turn, creatures you control attack each... Your opponent's gonna... Okay. Each tap creature... deals. All right, so yeah, we want to do this. Haha, we'll get around your little scheme. Now our Lovestruck Beast can't attack, which means it'll be untapped, which means it will not deal damage to itself. That's that 5-brain play. I can't even speak properly. Now we don't want this Lovestruck Beast down. I just wanted a little bit of a board, you know what I mean? Now we can swing in with our Lovestruck. We can swing in with the beastie there. I think we should. Great, they're going down to 10. You love to see it. But we do have the 1/1 back, so now, you know, now our Lovestruck is going kill. Is going full-blown kill mode. Oh no, never mind. They're destroying our 1/1, so it can't attack. But they can use Giant Killer and tap it, so I guess that still kills it, right? Ah, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out surely. So they're gonna draw 2 cards here, probably, right? Put 1. No, just 1. They didn't even discard. I gotta say, this is at least an interesting game. All right, well, let's use Castle. Draw while we can. It only costs us 1 teeny tiny life, and I think that's worth it. I think we can all agree on that. So let's use this here. They're going to, of course, tap their Giant Killer to tap my Lovestruck Beast, so Lovestruck Beast dies. But the nice thing about this is we'll also take out this one while we're at it. You know what I mean? We will have 0 harsh feelings about this. And now that's going to deal damage to tap, but you can't tap our stuff. So this Lovestruck Beast may die, but that Lovestruck Beast won't, and neither will this Falmir. So we're sitting pretty, right? Yeah. Cool. All right. I guess playing the Falmir was a little risky because if they hit another, you know, infamous rogue, oh my goodness, the Outlaws Merriments, they're so prevalent. I guess we really should have put the Wilt in the deck, you know? All right, Temple of Malice. We'll get the Scry on. Don't need another mountain. Thank you kindly, though, game. And we'll just slam a jam at 2 Bonecrushers, because what's a better plan than just getting all the giants down, am I right? And yeah, again, just get it. Just get in there and get it. Alright, they have 1 card in hand. They top deck 1 card. They get the Outlaws Merriments, which I'm not going to lie is really enough to stop us because it's Bonecrusher anti-plays here with those 3/1s that... How do they do it? You know, just how? Bloodchief's Thirst is going to take out that squad commander because we don't need none of you running around here. No. We're going to draw another card because cards are lovely. Oh, Order of Midnight, sure. Let's see what we got over here. Now, there's an argument to be made for the Edgewall Innkeeper. There's an argument to be made for the Lovestruck Beast. I think at this point in the game, we do go for the Lovestruck. Whatever. We'll play risky. We'll play risky. We do need to swing in with the Bonecrushers, I think, because if they get 2 more 3/1s, they might be tempted to swing in, and that's a lot of power. So if we hit the trade here, it'll be sad, it'll be bad, but, you know, we can't let them grow an army, and that's essentially what they're doing with Outlaw's Merriment. So we'll swing in, and we'll hope that they defend. They'll get to a point eventually where they can overrun us. We only have 12 life left, so gotta be cautious. Got to be cautious. Also, I chose to go for the Edgewall in the end because we have the Order of Midnight that we can play, which means it at least gives us 1 meta card draw, so maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough, right? Opponent, they were a little busy, but they're coming back. Yep, defend with those 3/1s. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Keeping them low is, oh my goodness, again. Ooh. All right, Outlaw's Merriment. Gonna tempo us out of this freaking game, man. Can I play everything I want to play? I think so. I think so. And you know, actually, we could go Vivian. Let's see, hit something good. Oh, beautiful. All right, -2. Polocranus. That's really good. That's really good for us. So we could go Kroxa and make them take 3 damage. Kroxa's not a bad idea, actually, as it can be returned. We have plenty of cards in the graveyard, but it's not a body on the board, and I feel like we definitely need bodies on the board, right? So if we're gonna just put a body, what body do we want the most? Lovestruck? Just another Lovestruck? I like the Kroxa better. You know what? It's returning. We have the Polocranus down right now, so that's good. Deals damage. It gives us an out, so we don't have to just go through their fucking 3/1 body. 2/1, terrible. 1/2, terrible. There goes Edgewall. But Polocranus can really just start chomping away at these creatures, right? And if we can get Kroxa back and they don't have any cards in hand, that's another 3 damage. Down to 4. Swing in with Kroxa. Down to 1. We've got to have a way to punch through here. We do have another Order of Midnight over there. We could go grab the Edgewall, play both of our Order of Midnights. That's 2 card draw there. That is really spicy plays. We still have a creature we can get with Vivian if... Oh, yikes. They might just go for face here, and I think they may have it. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. All right. Well, we definitely still take one of these out, because that's just free. Just free. All right. So, Order of Midnight. I guess we could return Kroxa, play Kroxa, down to 6. Exiled, play Kroxa back, down to 3 life. We would need Kroxa to die and come back 1 more time. Is that better odds than getting this down, though? I don't think so. While Kroxa does deal damage, this also deals damage. We're in the phase where we should be manually tapping, right? Alright, so what we do is go 1 here, play this, Kroxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Still kick them down to 6. We'll have a solid board. Do I want to swing him with the 4/4? It eats a 3/1 and a 1/1. I think not. Think not, because we could spend 1 turn, literally take out a 1/1, take out a 1/1, take out a 2/1, right? Or take out a 1/1, take out a 1/1, take out a 1/1, take out a 2/1. My goodness, though, these freaking life gainers. Oh no! Journey to Oblivion taking us downtown, and they're swinging all in with the life gainers. That's a little. They're swinging all in. They're not swinging all in. That's a bit curious. it like makes more sense for you to swing all in, right? So we're going down 6. We're losing a lot of creatures. I think we got to leave the edge wall actually. And do I want to take out their life gainers? This is going to kick them back up to 14 health. Jeez Louise, 3 Outlaws Merriment. How do you get so lucky? Alright, we're down to 1. Down to the Uno. Don't let anyone say we didn't fight a hard-fought battle. We gotta take out the Trampler. If they get a rogue, it's all over anyways, right? We don't we don't have any life gain here. Don't have any life gain. Ah, I don't have any more black mana in stock. That's terrible. Alright, well they have 3 chances to hit a rogue. I don't think our... Okay. Yeah. Oh shit, we tried. We tried so hard there.